you know, say we don't have a hash mark, you know, just put something there as a reference, you know, like just visualize that, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
But since we have one, we can watch your plan a little bit. And then I love this. I stole this from Nick. I love it. I'm going to start teaching that. I love that.
All right.
That's where you want to be. Anywhere outside of that, ask Cairo, with a lean like that, it's going to go from bone to even like right there. And, you know, Cairo, if you hit here, that's nowhere near as good as there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even like hitting like up here.
Mm-hmm.
Just like really
if you watch him and after a training session, and I was the same way in college, I didn't know, I couldn't explain it. The right here is always red.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're fucking crushing balls. Because you got to think, if you're getting bottom third of the ball, you know, on bone, you're gonna get football too.
I get like football on my White Sox. Like if
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's a really good sign. You want to get ankle
Yeah.
somewhere on the. That's where you get bottom third. So I like this. I stole this from Nick. I love it. I used to. I mean, I teach the same thing, but it's just that's just extra crap.
Yeah.
You know, use that as a reference point. And then
my plan is usually
Isn't that awesome? I like that.
My plan's weird though. Like when I kick off, my plan's like sometimes like this. But I love it because I'm really like allowing myself to like get more room to like bring my hips in.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's when it's like this. You know, I saw kids yesterday. That's no good. I mean, look how awkward that is.
Yeah, your hips aren't going.
You know, I mean, you're probably going to push the ball unless you overcompensate, and that's when you get that bottom right corner. I mean, that's fine. Shit, that's fine. You know, and what I tell people a lot is if you're finding yourself getting like a little bit too much like this, you're probably taking that 6 step too wide or 7, whatever it is. We'll see what you do, but you want to get close to parallel with the target line.
Okay.
But if Cairo's finishing like that, that's no big deal. I mean, you're an athlete, you know. I can still get my hit. This is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So focus on that. You want to show them your technique real quick?
Yeah.
And then when I go off to his hips height, look how tall he is. Stand next to Cairo real quick. I hope. Well, shit. I go off hips because think about it. I mean, it makes sense. Where are your hips? Touch your hips. That's the top of it. He's gonna have to be a little bit outside of him.
Right.
Because think about it. It's stride. His walking stride is a little bit bigger than his walking stride. So we're gonna mark his spot.
Okay.
And hopefully he's a little bit outside of Cairo.
Okay.
Not a lot. If he's like this far outside of Cairo, we probably should make an adjustment to like.
Okay.
So, and he knows how to get everything out of his body. So let's go off his rep.
All right.
Let's mark his step.
Here, you want your block? Here, mark them with the block.
I think it's 12.
Mark what? I got cones.
Okay.
I usually go yards though. I don't really know much.
Yeah, it sucks that line field. I'm gonna mark you and sit off. Before I forget, another really important thing, he does a great job of it, and he's good, is I saw a couple times when you walk back, right? I'm not on my line.
Yeah.
My line is just like a big field goal. When you're here, check. Make sure your toe ball target where you want to go. When you're out here and you walk back and go over, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how you're narrow? He's there every time. Make sure, just like field goals, make sure you didn't walk off. Right? Make sure you're right on, and then 90, boom. Okay?
Yeah.
That's really important.
All right. My biggest like advice for kickoff, and, like, I like to get my steps like that, and then my field goal steps.
Oh, yeah, this is perfect. We're like in the same spot.
You want to attack the ball the same way.
Yeah, you don't want to be any. I'm not a fan of going outside of your field goal. You know, that's a good point too.
Yeah, yeah.
Quentin Sharp. There's a few guys that do it really wide.
Right.
Very few do it very well. I mean, he even, in my opinion, if he narrowed up a little bit, he would get through more. If you watch Quentin Sharp, it's like cross, crunch.
Right.
You know, he gets up, but he limits himself. You know, I would definitely try to narrow him up a bit. He has a big ass leg, so it happens. So, anyway, so show him. Is that right? See if it can take one. Could you YouTube this?
What?
Could you put this on YouTube?
What?
What we're doing right here.
Can I?
Yeah. Upload this to
If it's good enough.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
From a training perspective?
yeah, just so we have it.
Okay.
So you can look at it, you know. There. I would have actually kicked. I would have received that hit too. So now, okay, we have a proper distance, right? Take your steps, Bryce.
Yeah, let me just see what you do first, and then we'll go from there.
Right on his steps. See what he does. See if there's any kind of stutter or not. You see how comfortable his strides were? There's no inefficient motion. It was stride, stride, stride. I mean, he's heels up, good form. Let's see if he has good strides.
Now go do your field goal steps from right there. Don't move the cone. Do your field goal steps, Bryce. Hold on, Cairo.
How wide he is.
Yeah. Now is that because his field goal steps are too wide?
Yeah, no, side steps. Remember I mentioned?
Right, right.
You see where Cairo's path is?
Yep.
According to his field goal steps, he's like,
Right. But Dan was saying his field goal steps need to be narrowed up.
You gotta work on the side step. So do it again. One thing that he and I both agree on real quick, show him Cairo the first 3 steps he took, how little they were.
I didn't really finish this, but it seemed like he was
Yes, there's 3 like that. What
Okay.
that tells me is he's an athlete, he knows how far he is visually.
Right.
Remember how I said he should be a little bit outside of Cairo?
Yep.
Why not get him back a little bit so it's these steps
Okay.
as opposed to how that's hard to do.
Right.
This
Every time.
is an easy start.
Okay.
I can get real consistent with that. Go ahead and take your first couple here. Watch how easy this is to me.
I used to do like this. Like progress it, but now I'm just sort of like jogging and
See how there's no inefficient, like, he doesn't get smaller as he gets closer.
Yep.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd you change, Cairo?
Well, I just felt like I wanted more speed going at the ball.
Yeah. And
But he's not sprinting. I hate sprinting.
one step.
If you watch him, he's maybe 3/4 speed here. I hate when kids fly at the ball.
Yeah.
When you sprint, you're out of control.
Yeah.
You know,
I
you
maybe-
watch him. It's never sprinting.
Yeah. I maybe pick it up like here, but it's still not like I'm trying to run a 40 right now. It's like I sort of like go like. Get angry.
You know, one thing I like too is why not have you
Two.
stand right next to him
Mhm.
and feel his tempo.
Yeah, one.
Why don't you go off his tempo?
Last 2 steps.
Less 2.5. Yeah. Going into the
I'm gonna have
second.
him run alongside you and see how fast he can go. Let's do that. You're gonna stay with him. Don't beat him. Don't get caught behind him. aggressive.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it tells me. You could tell he was like, oh shit, he's a little faster.
Yeah. That's it was off of the first step though. The first 2 steps.
So we can speed you up a little bit. I'd rather him. I love the fact that he's not. I hate having to slow kids down.
Right.
It's easy to get him to go a little bit harder.
Okay.
Which is fine. I still think we should try to take him. Right heel right in front of the car. There you go. He stuck his plan. It would have been. That's where he would have been as far as depth.
Yep.
Not bad. I still think he's trying to take his little pitter pat steps. He doesn't need to.
Alright, so what should like...
How did that distance? Didn't feel
Oh,
bad?
No, but I need to go to like speed thing.
Well, yeah, do that. But try and, like, really try to. What I want
Plant
to
foot,
avoid
not
doing,
feet.
and it's a habit, you gotta break it, is that.
Right.
You gotta avoid that. You gotta try to get him to just feel comfortable with,
Right.
you know? Just try that.
Take your first step, like a normal step, and that'll get your momentum going. You won't be. There you go.
I felt better. I never liked it.
You look more comfortable. Do it again. I don't have much film left.
If he works on this, you'll see it through. Guaranteed. That was better. We're still. Oh. She's on the way. Oh, hey.
What are you doing? You're creepy.
Do it again. He don't like something in the middle.
Or text Ari Donna's number. She'll call her and say they can.
I'm almost out of film, so we need to do this. Hey, Cairo, what's going on in the middle?
So, try to.
I take 8 steps from my first step. I take it with my right foot
Okay.
to my plant. It's 8 steps.
8 steps.
So,
All right, go B. Let's count them.
Can you please YouTube this? Because
I'm about to run out, so yeah, I'll get from this point forward. Yeah.
I love kickoffs. Are
1,
so hard to
2. Oh. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
but your steps.
But that middle's 2 steps.
Your steps start like
Little.
2.
Remember how we talked about this? That's another little thing we want to address.